Okay, I have enough time. I need to get some cookies and cream, white chocolate, and some whipped cream. I seen a video. They had did that with some strawberries. That would be nice. But I'll just be fine with whipped cream and some cookies and cream white chocolate bars. By the way, was it yesterday? Yesterday, I didn't care to really mention it or talk to y'all about it, but I have confirmation. You got enemy or op. It was confirmed today, but yesterday God let me know. Actually, it's like God narrated. There's an enemy or op of me and my supporters. He narrated every step of this enemy or op having something sexually transmitted that's wrong with them. And I will proceed to tell you how this enemy or op got some sort of sexually transmitted disease or some shit like that. You would think I wouldn't be able to eat this ice cream while talking about some shit like this, but it's the enemy and op that's burning, not me. So, anywho, so the other day, I woke from my sleep. Now I told y'all it's been really cutesy cutesy, or you could look at my other YouTube platform. Like, there's a new drumline leader in local community for the youth. He actually went to the school where the movie Drumline. He actually went to the school where the Drumline movie was filmed, majored in that, then came back to his hometown to lead the youth with the choreography he learned and made while in the school where that movie was filmed and produced. I'm like, ah. So, anywho, they've been doing these cutesy routines early in the morning as my new alarm clock. It's been a very cutesy way to wake me up. I'm just seeing the youth being productive and shit like that. And it's not really annoying. It's actually very not annoying. It's actually very inspiring. Anywho, one morning, instead of being woken up, hi, how are you? One morning, instead of being woken up by the lovely youth who are practicing their drumline routine, hey, I I get woken up out of my sleep from this ungodly smell. Now, it wasn't just that it was an ungodly smell. Because with me, when you like, because if you know like the clairs, there's one clair in specific where you can smell shit in the spiritual when things is off. So like sometimes I be having to make sure like if it's an actual smell or a spiritual smell. So like as my nose is, have been woken up first from my not smelling this ungodly smell. I was also puzzled because I had just like a few hours prior to my nap. I had cleaned up, freshened up. I have my certain sprays for cleaning up and stuff like that. So my nose woke up first like preposterous. Honestly, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I'm like, all right, maybe it's a spiritual smell over like that. Somebody had a problem. We gonna solve it. But then I go to the other rooms of the home and I'm still smelling the smell. I'm like, what's going on? Now all the windows is open. So I'm like, my first thought initially was like, it's coming from outside, but I'm like, it's very pungent. Let me tell you what it smelled like. Let me tell you what it smelled like. Bitch. Like, yo, because I was like, who is going through this? Now, one moment. Anywho's, so I'm like, who was going through this? Like, why is it smelling like this? I like, and why does I smell like my home? God forbid. I'm just like, how long gonna take for this smell to get out of the home? Basically, let me tell you what it smelled like. Let me describe it in narration for you. It smelled like weeks old urination of homeless people who have been festering around one spot for a very long time, and it germinated into the the air quality. Like, I can't, like, yo, I'm like, it was so pungent smelling. I'm like, God forbid. Now, God has been telling me for maybe like 2 weeks now prior to this message. God has been telling me, He's been showing me like in narration, because you guys seen I changed my profile picture to a more recent picture I took around my birthday, and you see me with the yellow. Yellow has been my new color because yellow represents happiness. We said, please, the YouTube pay you for all this? They surely will. No AI. Anywho, YouTube, Pink Love Shoot back to sender N4Y in the comment section is asking me if I'm getting paid already. They saying hurry up. Thank you. Anywho, but no, let's get back into it, because this is not no like it's gonna be funny in narration, but at the time I'm just like, what the fuck? So like, all right. One day at a time. So 2 weeks ago, God started relaying messages to me about somebody was like projecting on me, and it has something to do with my picture. Now my profile picture is also on my social media accounts, my other one. All right. This beautiful photo I took for my birthday, right? Body positivity. So God was making it appear to me about 2 weeks ago. He kept hinting at it in between the 2 weeks also, that it was about the piece of yellow fabric I had on my body. And it was like something about pee. And I was just like, what does pee have to do with anything? Now I did get a message from my previous mentor last year. He was like, pray for your pee, pray for your pee, pray for your pee. I'm just like, because he kept talking about pregnancy predictions and shit like that. I'm like, I've been giving out pregnancy predictions. Like, I've been having baby dreams. I'm not worried. Nobody's scared over here about having no baby. I'm just not having no baby with no wrong person for the second time. Anywho's, so I'm like, somebody like projecting on P, like, why, like I'm like, I'm good. Like, to be honest, I'm good. My man good. Like, anything that would negatively impact my P would literally come from something I'm not even dealing with. Zero Hope Zero in the comment section says YouTube is not going to pay unless you're getting millions of views. Well, give me millions of views. Thank you, person in the comment section who's watching. You hear that, YouTube? Give me millions of views. Oh, back to the story time. The real important shit that's been talked about. So God was telling me for like 2 weeks prior to, somebody kept like projection of P. Now, why is it ironic? I told you on the previous channel message, like literally the previous channel message, that I had saw my Scorpio aunt, and I decided not to speak to her because we have banished her. She's no longer a part of the family. We don't fuck with her. If you're new here, you don't know why we don't fuck with her. Is for multitudes of reasons, but the newest one is because she unalived her husband, which was our family member, and now she wonders why we don't fuck with her. So of course, obviously, we're not. So I'm not talking to her. So I knew after, because of her energy, she just like a walking dry spell for herself and ugly. My body and soul. So like I don't like. She just wants everybody to go through it with her, and it's like, no, bitch. Everybody else in the world is not ugly. We don't have to go through what you experienced. So I decided not to speak to her over the case would be. And on the way back, I told you I went to this particular place of business instead of like not really risking a chance, but like I really didn't want to speak to her because if she would have said something to me like, you're not talking to me, you don't see me here, I probably would have hit her. So I tried to be the bigger person in this scenario situation. I went to go do something else. I noticed when I was going to go do something else, she went to go stand in a particular area, and it started raining on her. She had no umbrella, looking sad and shit, because I ain't speak to her where the could be. But what was very significant, the area that she was standing in is where the actual homeless people be peeing at. Another scenario is that this same Scorpio aunt that we're not fucking with, we never a lot of spell work and divination she does in regards of attacking people previously, she needs them. She wants them. She needs them to get sick so like the spell work will work, and the way that she does it is has something to do with urine, like not feces but urine. She needs like it's like pH, sexual health, stuff like that. So she needs you like to like urinate on yourself, sit in it. She waits for menstrual cycle, all type of stuff, like so she can do this. That's when she feels like you're the most vulnerable. Don't do no shit with somebody on their menstrual cycle. You're fucking stupid. But because that's automatic protection. But like she would use urine and shit like that. So it was just very ironic. So now, like a day or two, three later, or whatever day it was after I seen him that day and didn't speak to her, I woke up in the morning, my nose woke up before me to this pungent pee smell, smelling like homeless people. It was so, and it was like humid and the air quality, and like I'm smelling it room to room to room. I'm trying to make sure it's like, is it my spiritual nose or my actual nose smelling this shit previously? I'm like, oh, fuck no, how we get rid of this shit? Then it all came down to it's coming from outside, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Because think about it, even if like the dozens of homeless people came together, sat in front of the residence, God forbid, and then just defecated, peed, or whatever the case may be, it wouldn't be that pungent in the home. So I'm like, I don't know how it was smelling like that, but by later in the morning, it was gone. So I was just like, this bitch up to no good. It probably just the smell of her coughing, like she's just dead. But anywho's, but then God was narrating to me. So then, like, all right. So then, like, I told y'all previous channel messages. Like the month of April and May was very significant for me because of birthdays, and I planned a year in advance to do these fun activities and stuff like that. And things weren't going my way that I planned, but I still enjoyed myself. But it could have been better. And the same similar scenario happened a year before, and I was not understanding why. So right after the Scorpio, I was talking to my Scorpio aunt. I told you on the previous channel message, I was waiting, just not literally waiting, but like I just knew because I didn't speak to her. Her energy was going to try to transmute or alchemize itself in some sort of way to get my attention. It usually always happens. Like when somebody lacks boundaries and they want to be off in your energy, and then when they get to the spiritual sense, then they're trying to spiritually reach out or send vessels at enemy. And I'm just be looking at them like they fucking stupid. So I told you in the previous message, the Scorpio woman that I had a dream about 5 years before I met her, not my aunt, but another person who's younger than me. I had a dream about her 5 years before even meeting her, and then after less than 5 interactions with this person, probably like 2 or 3 interactions, I realized I don't like this person. All right, God, I see what you tell me. Why you warning me about this person? This person is fucking stupid. This person is fucking low key obsessed. But it makes sense because her whole birth chart, because I had to look it up. That's how serious the situation was looking. I had to look up this person's birth chart. I was allowed to do so, and come to find out, this bitch is the ultimate super karmic. Her whole birth chart. Like I've never seen repetitive. I've only seen one other person's birth chart. It's somebody I previously dated who had repetitive zodiac sign. Like I had to I had a ex lover who he was a Pisces, but it was like his whole birth chart was Pisces Aquarius, Pisces Aquarius, Pisces Aquarius. This bitch had like all these motherfucking signs that were the same, just like that. I'm just like, oh, all right. So it makes sense now. Mind you, my ex lover, the same one who went to jail for a terrorist threat. Oh no, zero hope. I'm not from PA. You're from PA? Hi, Manju. You shitty. You asked me where I'm from? Whatever description I put in this video. I'm from the north. Anywho, the north dropping some gems on you. Anywho, so she popped up on one of my social media news feeds, and just somebody used to have blocked. I used to block the person every chance I got, and then like I wouldn't necessarily feel bad. I just be like, all right, enough time has passed. I can just unblock this person. They're not gonna bother me and be being obsessive and shit like that. This bitch always come around like, and she always like telling on herself and other people when she does it. Like, but I told you in the previous channel message, like basically she alerted me to something that's spiritual. I'm like that, but I didn't know just what. So after she came up on my news feed, whatever the case may be, like I had did my hair and everything like that. I went and took a nap yesterday. I woke up, my wig off my head and the wig cap. Bitch, she owns a wig company, but like she got a problem with me doing my own wig, but like I ain't never get a sponsored deal from your wig. I'm not gonna go on your page and try to see what's going on there, especially after you even got duped out of how much money wherever you lied about. Don't give a fuck. So fast forward, I do my channel message yesterday, wherever case may be. Her energy still lingering, still lingering. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? So I'm just like, I go to my other social media pages. I'm like, oh, I had unblocked her a while back. I guess she's still been like, because I've been having channel messages in the dream that she's still watching. I'm seeing this bitch in the dream state watching my social media. Like, so I don't pay no mind to it because it was happening. So for like, I was dating somebody and that had nothing really to do with her, but she still would. I don't even understand. You're gay. I'm not gay. I don't really understand. Like I don't understand people who have a crush on you, especially like of the LGBT community, and they know you're not of the LGBT community. Then they get offended that you don't wanna fuck them. It's just very weird, very excessive. You need medicine for that type of shit. Anywho's, so I go onto her page to block her. But before I can block her, I start peeping again. I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I ain't gonna hold you. She had took a photo of herself and put it on her profile page. I remember seeing it at around the same time I had a dream where I had seen her and she was like, it was like this tall ladder and I didn't see her behind the ladder and she had a whole group of people with her and they were dancing, I guess, whatever it could be. That's what the photo was of her dancing at the dance studio, right? At the time. So at the time that she uploaded that picture, I'm having a dream about her standing behind this ladder. I did not see her at first, but then my mission was to get the ladder and to use it for my performance because she was an entertainer, I guess. The bitch the bitch see me going to grab the ladder in the 2D Dreamcatcher message, bitch, and she was like, no, like she also like, no, mine, it's mine, no, I'm using it. I'm just like, I was being nice. I'm like, oh, are you using it? This and third. I just need to go practice. Whatever the case may be. She's like, no, it's mine, give me. And then she got attacked at the end of the dream. Fast forward when she popped up in my newsfeed just the other day, no funny shit, like literally like yesterday or the day before, it's a video of her complaining about I got attacked 4 times for some sort of app or something like that, and I don't understand why they did not valid as fuck to be complaining about some shit like that. You know how people be complaining about Apple and they be billing them randomly and stuff like that, and they don't know where the is coming from. God forbid on my life. Now, I would no funny shit, I would agree with her, but I don't like the bitch. I don't give a fuck, so I just keep scrolling. I'm just like, whatever. And I'm like, then I was scrolling, like, wait, hold on. Blocked her. Then I went on my other social media. I'm like, let me block her because I don't like this energy she's projecting. Because it's just something about her, and I couldn't put it. I'm like, it's something going on with her. It don't necessarily have anything to do with me, but she's trying to involve me in it energetically. I'm like, nah. One moment. So I go on my other social media. The reason I brought up her picture was because the whole she got taxed at the end of the dream was a long line of bills, right? They told her she had to pay. She was trying to exclude me from practicing in the dream state. Then after doing all that foolishness, have all those people participate in trying to gang up against me, some nigga came and charged the fuck out of her. Had a long paper of bills she had to pay. Then she comes up on my news feed months later because I be having dreams weeks, months, years in advance. 2D catcher messages. She finally pops up, reveals herself as an enemy or op once again on my news feed, talking about she ain't got taxed 4 times in 1 month. So naturally, my first response to something like that is to block her on social media. But I was like, let me block her on everything because that was the confirmation. That's all I needed to see. Then I'll go on to the her social media. I see that picture of her at the dance studio, wherever the case may be, and then and this is like dopamine on it. And then for my birthday, that was in the month of May, I took a picture at Dopamine Land, and I had kind of like edited out the picture because I didn't really care for like the picture was so cute, but I just wanted to do the special effect. So like I just cut out the body part, but I'm still learning. So like I didn't cut it out, but like I cropped it out rather, and it had the dopa still in the thing. I couldn't figure out how to get it out, so I just left it there. It still looked cute, wherever it could be. I'm just like, I'm not trying to be like this bitch. I'm like, I'm not even thinking. So God was just like, all right, this bitch is like in fake competition with you in her head. I'm just like, and she thinks it's like vice versa. I'm just like, I don't know how many times to reiterate that's not what's going on. Then, then I see she has like a new music, some new music, wherever the case may be. She's promoting it, wherever the case may be. Um, so and I see like she's showing her stomach. The reason why it was significant is because like she's very insecure of her stomach and her weight. And I never really gave a thought to it, but I just knew because she always used to wear outfits that would hide her stomach. So she's not wearing nothing to hide her stomach. I'm just like, all right, whatever can it be? But now look at the background. It looks like she's in a park, and that if you see any of my previous channel messages, you know what is significant. And then God was telling me something yesterday about my ex lover Lulu, the Virgo male ex lover, and he like the one that put the stickers over there by the park that I used to be doing them readings at, and I stopped going to because he started doing weird shit. And then I told y'all on previous channel messages, there was like this bitch was watching my videos or whatever the case may be, the same one I'm talking about. And one day I had went there to go do a reading one day. This is like a long time ago last year. I did a channel message talking about that. It was this bitch that was representing her in the park. She had brought out a blanket at the other end of the park where I was reading that. And she was just like, like she wanted to be a part or she want to act like she a part or something. I'm just like, and then I was just narrating yesterday, like, oh, my ex lover Lulu, the Virgo ex lover, making it seem like we're in partnership with American Heritage Society, and got this other bitch thinking like if she want to join in, she got to go through him, and I'm just. So I had to make some changes yesterday, bitch. Anywho's, there's a lot. There's been a lot going on in the spiritual and all actuality things, but anywho's, but I've been chilling. So anywho, so like I was narrating, I see she has a new song out, wherever the case may be. Like she's promoting it. She's showing. So the first thing come on, oh, she's showing her stomach. She don't usually be showing her stomach, wherever the case may be. I'm not hating or anything like that. I just noticed she's been insecure about her body. So when I see her stomach, I was like, oh, you know. And I was just about to leave out the page, but that look, I see behind her is like, but like the park scenario was already something. Like I didn't care about the stomach situation. It was the it was the part, her being a park. I'm just like, so now you're doing content in the park. I'm like, not saying you can't go to a public place, but I'm just like, so my ex lover tried to do some weird binding spell with the park that I was doing messages at, so I stopped going there. Then now you at a park because it was because she be doing that type of weird shit. So like the both of them weird ass bitches, nigga and female. Then his birthday's coming up, by the way. Happy birthday in advance. Now, it was the body of water that was behind her. I've said everything I just said leading up to this because there's a point I have to make. Now, the body of water behind her that she was doing this content at, that she saved at the thumbnail of fucking content, is a dirty ass body of water. Mind you, she's trying to brand herself as a false American Heritage Society ambassador. I ain't never went out, came out my mouth. I never shook hands. I never contacted her saying, be a part of American Heritage Society. I never did this shit with this bitch. I don't even like this bitch. I didn't just wake up one day like I don't like this bitch. I had a dream about this bitch 5 years prior to. I met her. I'm like, oh, this the bitch from the dream. I gave her a chance. She did not redeem herself no type of way. She just kept confirming that you're a op and an enemy, bitch. So my reasons are valid for why I don't like her. I never met her more than 2 or 3 times in real life. We don't live in the same area. It's just and She's just a weird ass bitch. She's a weird ass odd bitch. Black Ops. Anywho's, so I'm noticing that like I see like this dirty ass water behind her, and I'm just like I like because she's a Scorpio. You know, Scorpios they hide shit. That's what the body means. They hide shit. So she was trying to be a false American Heritage Society ambassador as. So even though she's not showing her behind in the like just before me clicking the video, she's showing her whole full body for the most part. She's not showing her behind. All right. As I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the dirty ass water behind her that would be facing the direction of her buttocks. Correct? God is telling me while I'm looking at the water. God telling me, you see how she's showing her full body and she's not showing her behind. But I've been telling you, she's been trying to like copy off of American Heritage Society stuff content you've been making. Yeah, that Scorpio embodiment, she's not showing her ass, but she's showing her ass because that is connected to that dirty ass motherfucking water, and which is very significant with that woman's birth chart. So he was like, yeah, God was like, that pussy smell like turtle tank. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? Then, so I was like, I really don't want to, but alright, I'm gonna just press the video. God like, listen what the fuck she said. So I listened to the motherfucking, content that she got. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna try to be unbiased. Let me just watch this. I don't know. I don't really want to watch it, but I'm gonna watch this because God told me just let me show you. Because the same reason why God didn't have me block my Virgo male ex lovers was so he can make a fool of himself. So I'm like, alright, this gotta be a similar scenario. Let me just see. She do a song. It's sounding cutesy, but it's not all that. But it's sounding cutesy. I'm listening. But then I hear her words, the lyrics. She talking about, I got a bubble booty. And she like, he liked me more. He likes me or something like. I'm just like, did I look at the motherfucker? And I know who she's talking to. I know who she's referencing about. And then I'm like, bitch, aren't you gay? Aren't you gay? Were you talking about he likes me more? Aren't you gay? Then, oh yeah, my bad. It was supposed to be a secret. You understand how the music industry works. But anywho's, isn't that ironic? Anywho's, rest in peace, Clive Davis. Now, so I'm like, was this song created like because she thinks she's beefing with me? I'm like, I ain't been looking for you, nothing like that. I'm like, I literally just came out here because the energy was saying that you doing something in the spiritual against me in some sort of way, and I haven't been looking your way. You literally had to come onto my news feed. I'm not looking for you as many times. Let's talk algorithms. Let's talk algorithms. If you continuously block somebody on the same social medias, and then you decide to unblock them, are they going to just automatically pop up into your news feed? There's somebody that never had my phone number. You can't even pull that all and the friend suggestions. The algorithm not going to just. That means you're forcing your way to the algorithm. So because I keep putting you on block and you want me to see. Come on. Now, if I was just the average person, it'd be tough. But I'm a spiritual. Let's be fucking for real. I can read the energy. I don't want to read hers. So I knew she was trying to be funny about like, oh yeah, he likes me more than second and third. Because have I not just been doing channel messages? Mind you, while I've not been thinking about this bitch, have I not been just doing channel messages? Like within the previous 3 channel messages, I'm like, there was somebody who is. It could have been the shorts or the previous 3 channel messages. I said something about there's somebody who's of the LGBT community that wants your man only because it's your man, but they gay. I just seen this promo. Now, this is where it get more funny. So then I'm like, when the fuck did this promo video get out? Because I didn't know she was fake beefing with me in competition with me, where it could be. I thought it ended when I made that song where I put in the fucking album cover, the album single cover, rest in peace to the competition. I thought it was very blatant. I thought it was very straightforward. I don't know what that if somebody writes rest in peace to the competition, I don't think we're gonna continue going back and forth. So I look into the comment section, bitch. Not in the comment section, because I don't care that much. I just want to see when the last time, like, when she uploaded her Kiss and Beat, this shit say my birthday month. Remember I was saying it was all this weird ass energy coming from April to my birthday month, and I couldn't do all the stuff I want to do for my birthday and this and third. And I'm just like, I don't know where this energy come from. All them previous channel messages I was talking about as my witness. I'm like, it was this bitch in my energy because I wasn't looking at her content, because I wasn't looking at your content, because we're not friends. I don't know you. Niggas, this nigga in the motherfucking conversation talking about free Diddy. Hold on. Now free yourself away from my fucking platform, bitch. I said rest in peace, Clive Davis. This motherfucker talking about free. He said remove the filter. What filter? It's fucking giving to me. Anywho's, dude, you can talk shit all you want in the comment section. If you'll know when it bothers me when you can no longer see this channel anymore. Man, you hear there? I don't be caring that much. Now I look at it. It says my birthday. I'm like, all right. I'm understanding why things was happening that when it was happening around the birthday month into the month of June. I'm like, all right. But then I look under it. The nigga she was talking about in the song, talking about he liked me more than used to be working on her music for her. He not tagged in this shit. It's a whole new nigga. So I'm like, oh. So you did all that. Just somebody used to go crazy with their budget for production, all types of shit like that. Now you in the fucking park with a cameraman, bitch. The same shit you was trying to make fun of me about. You doing like I can't with these hoes. Whatever case may be. The guy just was narrating to me like the bitch is burning. The bitch pussy and ass smell like turtle tank, and she just got an ugly mind, body, soul, and spirit. She looks very attractive, but she's like, this is why nobody wants to you know, deal with that, and not even a romantic type of way. She's like, and it's so sad. Not really. I don't really give a fuck. I'm on. The scenario is sad because if you think about the youth and shit like that, but like, God was just telling me like I had put this piece of content up a few weeks ago on my other social media page, and it was basically I was just like narrating. I had seen it was like a clip of some TV show. I don't know if it was Bridezilla's or something like that, and this woman had took her mother and other people with her to go dress fitting and stuff like that, find the right dress for her wedding. And her mother, she picked out the dress that she really wanted to wear, and it was beautiful. And then her mother put it on. Her mother put it on and was like, "Oh, what you think?" And I'm just like, and I had just some commentary. I was just like, "Bitch, I'm like, people who grow up like this with these type of people, you should fucking know better. You don't invite them to important shit like this. I understand it's a moment. You want to have people with you. You want to feel like people care. But if you know they gonna act a fool like this, they not invited. And this is why I was telling God. All right. Let me say one more thing. So I had put that piece of content up a few weeks ago, whatever the case may be. So before I even blocked this bitch on her social media page, all of them blocked them off from my social media page after seeing that video where she the turtle tank pussy, whatever in ass, whatever the case may be, no pun intended. I see a video, like, it wasn't even me. I can't explain it, but like my device just started playing another video automatically from her page, and I'm just like, I didn't press it. That shit, the video starts up. I'm trying to click off the video. I hear her say, "If I ever get married," I'm just like, bitch, like yo. I ain't blocked this bitch. Like yo, like you are a heathen. You are a heathen. You are a heathen. And my whole thing is like, God was really like talking to me about this shit, and I'm just like, God, like I literally don't care, but I'm appreciative that you're telling me this what you need to tell me about this person. But it's like the way they woo, the way they would talk about this bitch. The way my angelic team was just talking about this bitch, yo, they were saying like she's the type of woman because like she's very pretty. This is why like it's like this bitch was projecting so much negativity about me towards me based on my upbringing, my ethnicity, my urban background, what I do for a career, even though it's a similar career. And like she was like projecting all this shit about me, but then she wanted to turn around and do the shit I'm doing and try to impersonate me, and even to the point where she's forgetting that she's fucking gay. She wants to compete with me about getting or having niggas, but she's fucking gay. You can like this bitch. God had told me a very long time ago. This bitch has a mental disease. I understand. Look at the shit she's doing, and then what was it they had said? They was like God was and my jail team was explaining to me like as I was blocking. He was like listen, like she is attractive, and I'm agreeing like yeah she is attractive, but her mind, body, soul is so motherfucking ugly because she's so mean spirited. She's so mean fucking spirited. She's a Scorpio sun sign, but like so mean freaking spirited. It doesn't matter how attractive she is. She's only going to attract a certain type of people. Person. God was like, she talking about if she get married. First of all, fucking around with me ain't gonna happen. I'm a Taurus. I can relay that message to God. It means that shit will never happen. You're gonna be selling ass for the rest of your fucking life. That's one. Two, he was like, she's the type she would like she's the type where and it was so funny and then like I'm telling you my phone was going to like going on other videos and I'm not even pressing this shit. I'm trying to click off of it like I'm not trying to watch this shit. That shit the next video that shit went to after she had said, oh everybody get that shit was like, oh yeah, credit score up, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, what's it like bitches can't fuck me, credit score up this. I'm like, what did you just complaining about 4 bills? On my For You page on another social media. I'm just like, these what are the story? The bitches that be hating on you, projecting negativity on you, their whole life is a fucking lie. Their whole life is a fucking lie. It said do a 360. I just thought about that video. That shit was funny. He was like like he do 360 for me. He was like what the fuck? Anyways, I'll do a 360 for my man. No deal, bitch. Clap, clap. No disease, ho. No turtle tank, bitch. But like, I was just narrating like how this bitch was burning, what it smelled like, this and that. I'm just like, yo, like this bitch want to fuck me so bad. Like, and you smell like that? God forbid. Anyways, I bought that bitch on every fucking social media app because like she's so like annoying because like it's not. I'm not the only person she's projecting on, but because I'm like the spiritualist in this scenario situation, I'm pretty sure these niggas know. But it's other people that she was negatively impacting out of jealousy and obsession and shit like that. It was like if I told you some of the stories, but like but I never really narrated some stories who was behind it. Like shit is wild. But yeah, it's like yeah. But I had to get that out of the way. Thank you, God, for my gifts every day. Ha. Thank you, God. Let's get into the channel message. We didn't spend like 30-some minutes on this shit. Anything else I have to talk about? No, today been like a chill day for the most part. I had to do a. You saw I got a masculine voice. I'm a rapper. I'm a singer now. I have a masculine voice. How much money do people with masculine voice get? Anywho, but my nigga don't think I got a masculine voice. Anywho's. Last time a nigga told me on a video under the comment section that I have a masculine voice, one of my ex niggas was about to beat him the fuck up. So, hey, how are you? Hope all is well. How's your day going so far? How's life? Your name is Brittany, so I will not answer you. No shade. My ex lover cheated on his ex girlfriend. Oh shit. They can't be an ex baby mama, but with somebody with that name. So like, I just another young bitch. I don't know. Like, I guess this is what like Nicki Minaj be feeling when Trim be trying to troll her, but like it's not even like these bitches don't even be like Trim. But like they, like I understand it. Like I trust me, I understand it. It's like this been my life. Like, but like I be trying to sympathize for her also, but it's just like, but I understand. I don't know. Let me not say I sympathize for Nicki Minaj, but I'm just saying I understand. But then again, I was never like I get props for props to do. She don't. Anywho, let's get into the channel message. Let's read the Drake's name is here. All right, now. All right. So I had a 2D Dreamcatcher message. I had this a few months ago. I had this dream literally a couple months right before my Cancer sun sign uncle had passed away. So let me narrate the 2D Dreamcatcher message. You said understandable. so so basically the 2D Dreamcatcher message, it was at nighttime and it was like a false father figure that had came into the home. Seemed like he came back from somewhere that he did not want to be. When he got back home, the whole home was dark. This is given Scorpio, Capricorn, zodiac sign and embodiments for sure. So, oh yeah, God revealed to me last night about my Capricorn ex, who's the atheist. I didn't know. That's why I tell you that people be sleeping on that intent shit, because when you do, it don't matter what you do. The reason, whatever case it be, is the intent of why you're doing shit. That's the easiest way. You sound, you sound beautiful. Thank you. God bless you. The intent in regards to anything you do is what God sees the most. So when somebody do something and it's seeming like it's good intent, and you having a hunch like, oh, they doing this for that and that, and you're not trying to be a hater, don't focus on that too much. Just be like, all right, noted. That's how that person is. Move forward, because trust me, if you see it, God sees it too. Now, if you're a hater and you're just like, oh, this person do this, the intent of that, God sees it too, and everybody gets treated accordingly. Now, dang, I used to have an accordion, the one with the pianos on it. I used to be having fun with that shit. But did I know how to play it? To the best of my abilities. Dang, whatever happened to that? I ain't like for real. Anywho's 2D Dreamcatcher method. So, false father figure comes back home at night. It's dark. The whole home is dark. The person looks unsatisfied, upset about something, something's the matter, or whatever the case may be. Wherever they came from is the reason. This false father figure walks up to the dining room table that's empty. There's nothing on the dining room table. And the man just looks at the dining room table, kind of sad. Looking very sad. In the dream, it appears me or whoever was projecting the BB in the dream, excuse me, gets up out of bed and sees what is going on. Now, before we get to the next part, so we got the zodiac signs of Scorpio and Capricorn. You can also say Taurus, because it's a home scenario and situation. You can also say second house placement. Then the table, the dining room, no food. Also a Scorpio reference, because the food in dream would be Taurus embodiment. No food would mean Scorpio. The common denominator, Scorpio. You ever have a dream in the dark and if you have Scorpio placements, that's fine in your birth chart if you see stuff like that in the dream state. If not, and you're seeing dark dreams, it's a Scorpio doing that to you, or a group of men. Projection. So, this is dining rooms, food scenario situation. in the dream state correlate with the word of God. There was none there. Whoever the enemy or op in this scenario situation, they don't believe in God. God is not on their side. One moment. I promise you, this message will get good. It's just some things that need to be said. Anywho's, woman gets out of bed, sees what's going on. This man looking sad, looking at the table with nothing on it. She tells the person, because she feels like the person is like in danger in some sort of way, and also wants to comfort him, like, come to my room. No pun intended. The false father figure follows this woman into the bedroom. She gets into the bed with her child, goes back to sleep, while the false father figure sleeps on the floor beside the woman in bed. As the woman is going back to bed, her headboard, you can see a portal in her headboard. The portal leads to a backyard area in the daytime. Mind you, in the dream, it's nighttime. Ooh, very symbolic. In the dream, it's nighttime. All the lights is off. So the headboard in this portal is daytime. And on one of the sides of the headboard, I can't recall at the moment, there's an owl sitting on top of the headboard on either left or right side. Woman looked at that shit, went back to bed. Now, let's talk about that second part of the 2D dream catcher. The fact you gotta go from the dining room to the bedroom is Sagittarius. Sagittarius Pisces, to be exact. I didn't think about this before, but let's talk about it. Even though it's a woman in the dream, this could also correlate to a Cancer, a Virgo, a Pisces, and or a Capricorn sun sign placement. One of them zodiac signs likes little kids, likes children. Could be sleeping with children, or the case may be. Take that message how it resonates. Somebody has dark thoughts about children. Somebody might have a Lilith in Aquarius. Or younger people. Take the message how that resonates. Now, so Sagittarius embodiment would be good in regards to traveling, because they had to go from one place to another place. Somebody had to leave a scenario that they're not exactly happy with, that made them feel some type of way. And they could have prayed to God for a specific scenario situation, whether good or bad. You know how some people, they get into a certain scenario, they don't never call on God's name any other time else, and they're like, oh my God, please. That type of scenario happened with the enemy eye. Then that person came across you after making that prayer. This is a scenario where somebody who's a no good doer came in contact with you, could have told you a sob story or something like that. Oh, they did me like this, they do me like this, the whole time they're a terrible person. You don't know that at the time. And you try to help this person from the kindness of your own heart, not knowing this person particularly like little kids, children, in an intimate kind of way. Shouldn't be happening. This could be an ex-lover of yours. This could be some sort of father figure of yours, not biological. This could be your ex-lover, or a particular man in particular that was acting as if he wanted to deal with you romantically, but the whole time this person possibly was trying to target maybe possibly single mothers, women who have children, and want to get close to you, to get close to your child. And you use your discernment not to let it happen. Amen, amen. That's one scenario. Another scenario is, no, you could have either, and or, this is a scenario. and or this is a scenario. This could be a scenario. You could have a male ex lover or a man in particular that was trying to date you, court you some sort of way to get close to your child because they like children. But they can also be like bisexual or gay or some shit like that. This person got message. This person got like a bird just literally flew through my window like as soon as I said that shit. Message. This person got some problems. I had did a channel message not too long ago, and it was like some weird ass shit. It was some weird ass energy. I'm like, and I'm like, because like when you start thinking about people, and all of somebody got like a weird fetish or kink, and I'm not talking about the sexy kind, like somebody just nasty in the wrongest of ways. How you gay? How you gay and like children? Or maybe they just like little boys. Oh my gosh. And they're man. That's disgusting. But you see what's going on with this Saucy Santana shit, though, right? I seen him get on, was it lip service? And he tried to advocate. And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't know, because, like, you know that, didn't want to name the person, talking about, you see what's going on social media right now, so they just, at the same time, this was going viral. Why would you think at any point in time saying that the kids want you, you're a grown-ass gay man, that was going to be appropriate? That was never going to be appropriate. And he said he only said that because he was walking somewhere and these kids was like trolling him, where it could be, and like and you couldn't even. It was inaudible. It was inaudible. Like you got to listen really close. It was a lot of yelling and screaming and all stuff like that. You can't even hear. So it was really his word against anybody else. But even if that young boy said like, oh yeah, that he wanted to fuck you, Saucy, like why the fuck is you repeating that shit? Like in that kind of way, braggadocious. And then you see what's going on with Sydney Starr. When I say enemies and ops, just be just doing it to like God. Like one thing, my ex lover, the Virgo ex lover Lulu, has showed me. God will literally have your enemy or ops disintegrate themselves completely. Just do it to themselves. Then it's up to you as a person if you want to enable that type of behavior after they didn't expose themselves. I ain't doing it. Anywho's. I wrote notes. Thinking of a master plan. Thinking of a master plan. Thinking of a master plan. I'm lying. Shorty on my mind. Sight, bitch. That was an inside joke. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Like, yo, I'm a Taurus. I've been seeing all these beautiful, like I love seeing Taurus content, like authentic Taurus content, because like I feel like it's always a misconception with us, like the good ones, because there are bad ones. I don't fuck with the bad ones, but the good ones, there's only a misconception about us because like I don't think it's like there's other zodiac signs. I feel like Tauruses are rare, low key, because like we don't act the same as everybody else. When I'm quiet into myself, oh, you're boring, you're stuck up. It's either one or the other. When it's always mixed reviews. Like it's like I'm quiet to myself, you're boring. The other person like, she's stuck up. When I'm like, woo! Oh my gosh! When she started acting like that, she was attention. When we so serious, when Taurus be so serious, and we be saying something with a straight face like this, it's so fucking funny. Then we be like, oh my god, like yo. Taurus we're funny as fuck. All right, we're funny as fuck. We have personality and stuff like that. We just don't let everybody see it. We just don't. I was watching this video and I was just like, I was watching a live video today. It just kept coming up on my news feed, and I was just so happy. After I blocked that Scorpio bitch I don't fuck with, all these good videos about tourists start coming up, and they're talking about like explaining scenarios that happened with me and my ex lover last year, and like clarifying basically what I was thinking. I'm just like, I'm not talking about tarot videos. I'm just talking about actual astrology based videos based on zodiacs and stuff like that. I was just like, wow, more based on and geared towards personality and stuff like that, characteristic traits. And I'm just like, yes, like somebody understands. I'm like, anywho's. All right, phosphate. Excuse me. Ooh. I was scrolling my news feed. This is funny because I think false father figure, and right when I said I was like false, but I was trying to like the burp was coming out, but that's just an indication. Anytime you see me burp or do anything like that, or hiccup and stuff like that, that just means the enemy or opposition they're going through something like right now, like in a bad way. Um, I was on my news feed and like this reading had came with the channel message that came up, and the bitch was like, "This person, like talking about the enemy, I'm like that person's a phony. They're a fake." That's how the video started off. I was anywho's, false father figure in dining room. Hashtag Mana, the word of God. Came to nobody being there. Came to nobody. All right, this is what's going on with your enemy ops. All right, this person is coming to nobody being there for them. It's particular as the man. Hashtag alone for the enemy op. Nothing to eat at their home. They're not hungry in a dark place. The not hungry thing has everything to do with the Taurus producer nigga. I don't really too fond of. I'm not too really fond of. Like he that's like his slogan or whatever the case may be. So it's like I guess for eating pussy or something. I don't fucking know, but like I guess he ain't been eating pussy. I don't know what the fuck going on. Anywho's, you see how I said that? That shit just like all right. Anywho's, false father figure wants to be yeah, I told you my ex lover tried to do a reincarnation spell of his own father and shit like that. His atheist ass. I don't got no time for that shit. Like somebody, I'm not getting into all that. Something about a Virgo, Scorpio, second house placements. This is what your enemy op is going through. We got a channel message. We got a channel song. We got a chance song. The enemy op is going through. You know that Whitney Houston song? I have nothing, nothing, nothing. That part, just part. That's what your enemy op is going through. They don't got shit to their name right now, bro. They don't got shit to their like. I don't know. They could have lost their own some fucking money. They could have lost if they could see a child was on. They could have lost down their baby mama. They trying to keep it a secret though about losing out. They could have somebody could have lost their home. The fuck? This could be happening to the enemy up all at the same time. They ain't lost their home. They lost their money. They ain't lost their motherfucking bitch. They trying to keep it on a hush hush though. They want you to know. Mind you, if you were ever an American Heritage Society supporter, you need to know if your enemy has ever wronged you, whatever the case may be, give you some time to care about that shit and let that shit the fuck go. Because this will be going on in the background of their lives, for real. And it won't manifest and boom on them if you're still caring about the situation. You gotta let that shit the fuck go so God can then come in and start caring about the situation. I'm telling you, works every time. Now, the enemy are up at this time that they have nothing. They feel like they have nothing. They losing out. They feeling left out. They also feel like they have nothing to show for their efforts at this time. Something about this false father figure. They don't contribute nothing to the table. This could be a scenario where you have a ex lover or an enemy or op that is a male that could have conceived a child with somebody, and because they've been losing out on money, stability, their finances stability, like as a home, their baby mama don't want to be with them, or whoever they conceive the child with don't want to be with them because they're not contributing shit. They're not bringing shit to the table. They're just bringing dick and bubble gum, bitch. Some of them are like, yo. Oh, this is how your ex feels. You got a ex that's now a father figure. Yeah. Bitch, I saw my ex the other day. He's a Scorpio. So about his baby mom been living on the same avenue for me, the same avenue as me for about 2 years now. prior to the 2 years, his baby mama used to work at my child's school. Now, when his baby, let's talk about this real quick. My ex lover's baby mom was working at my child's school previously. When she started working there, I was like, all right. And then she seemed like, at first, standoffish with me. And I was just praying, I prayed to God about the situation because I was just like, that's my ex for so long ago. I hope she's not like one of them insecure bitches. I don't know if she's still dating him or anything or with him or whatever the case may be, but like, don't negatively impact my child while she's going to school because she's a really good kid. You know, I pray to God about the scenario situation because she's looking standoffish, like, which when I first seen her working there, and then her demeanor completely changed. I guess she got to meet my kid, and like she realized I've raised a wonderful human being, and she gravitated towards her and was looking out for her, and just was like started being really nice to me. We wouldn't talk all the time, and we would like exchange words here and there, and it would be nice. Then she stopped working there. I'm like, all right, you know, I'm like, I'm thinking good and shit like that. I'm like, she probably got a better job somewhere else, this, that, and the third. Cool. About a year later, after she like left, I see a moving truck and this bitch packing her shit up into my avenue. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, it was then. I'm like, cause my ex is a Scorpio. I'm like, I'm like, this nigga trying to, cause I have this Scorpio ex on block. Anybody who knows me and my supporters know I don't play about that block button. I be real quick with it. So, cause my Scorpio ex used to always try to argue with me to get back to date me again. And I'm not going for it. Like, he would act delusional. Like, I didn't like that shit. He would act delusional, and then I just didn't. I ain't like how I don't like niggas. It's my thing. I don't like niggas who be so in love with me, but be scared to be in love with me in front of their homies and friends. Ain't nobody asked you to bring me around them. Ain't nobody's asking you to do that. Nobody's forcing you to do any of that shit. It's like, and I don't like you act a different type of person when you're around other people than me in a certain demeanor. And then when I question you about it, or I be straightforward about it, you acting like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and you start trying to start arguing. That's why it didn't work out. That's why it didn't work out. And I got to see what type of person he was, and I'm glad it did not work out. Because, bitch, that bitch, excuse my language, but his baby mama ended up been living on the same avenue as me for 2 years. For 2 years, I have not seen my ex-lover, her baby daddy, pull up not once. The same nigga, my ex-lover, the same one that when I was pregnant, because I had my child first with somebody else. The same thing when I was 7 months pregnant and I was just out and about doing errands, and he started calling, texting, messaging, DMing me, and I didn't see the messages till later. Whatever it could be. I think I seen him call me, but I just ignored it because I had something to do. And now I didn't at the time. I was keeping my pregnancy hidden because of circumstantial reasons. So he didn't know. The world didn't know I was pregnant unless she was like in my inner circle at the time. Fuck all bitches, hoes. But like, that nigga meant to be like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. That should have been my baby. This and third. Whole 360 full circle. He have a child. I interact with his baby mom. She don't seem like the worst of people. I'm seeing this woman as a single mother with other children also, holding it down, working the job. She ended up, I think she have a boyfriend, or she had a boyfriend, I don't know. She got somewhat of a support system, but she's holding it down by herself as a single parent. Like, it's very inspiring to see. I'm very happy I didn't have multitudes of other children after I had my first one. I sat my fucking ass down because I want to be married. No shade. Not saying it can't happen to anybody who have multitudes of children, but that's a lot going on. No shade. But it's very inspiring to see her holding the fuck down. So for 2 years, this bitch that moved on into my avenue. I see her hold it down for 2 years. Sometimes her family would come around and help out and do stuff, but like it's really just her. I didn't see my ex Her baby daddy come over here for 2 years. I ain't seen not one instant, no trade off, no nothing. Then, but in between the 2 years, I realized he wasn't picking up the children. It was his mama coming to come do it. I'm like, I believe it. I ain't even mad at it. I'm like, they probably be arguing because that's all that nigga good for, just arguing. That nigga love to argue, just argue for no fucking reason. Just argue. He just want to argue so you be confused about what you arguing about. So then you drop the fucking conversation. I had a conversation, act like nothing happened. No, we're not doing that. And his baby mama a little meaner than me, so I'm pretty sure. So one day, bitch, one day, previously, like within the 2 years, I was gonna go do an errand, and I don't know if I was going to my home or leaving out of my home to go do this errand. I don't remember, but I'm somewhere on my avenue, and this woman is in the vehicle, and she just smiled, not elderly per se, but she a young elderly. She's smiling and waving like, hey, like she know me. She's like, how you doing? This and third. I'm just like, hey, this and third, because it was so welcoming. It's like we knew each other. This and third. Now let me tell you something. It was my ex's mother. It was when oh yeah, it was when my ex baby mother had moved onto the avenue. It was like right afterwards, like right after she had moved in. I guess my ex's mama, the grandmama, had came to do like pick up the kids to watch the kids or do like the trade off over the case may be, bitch. And she saw me, and knowing she's going at the baby mama's house, she saw me and started waving at me and like, hey, how's it going? This that there. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm not knowing who this bitch is. Yeah, I'm not knowing who this bitch is. Excuse my language. You're confused, right? How did your ex's mom why is your ex's mom so happy to see you and greeting you? You saying hi to her and you don't know who she is, right? I never met her the entirety of me dating. I met his father, never met her the entirety of me dating. We dated a long ass time ago. That I was confused how she knew who I was. I'm like, is she confused? Does she think I'm the other person? Don't even disrespect me like that. I'm like, how ironic, how ironic. It was so how ironic because my ex lover used to get around his homies and stuff like that, and I know for a fact he used to be talking shit about me, or he was listening to them talk shit about me, like, oh, she's a hoe, this ain't there, this ain't there. I ain't have my one baby. Sat the fuck down, bitch. Sat the fuck down because a real bitch trying to get married. I remember when he had an ex. He after having this baby, this nigga had his girlfriend, like his other girlfriend at the time, message me like, no, this nigga used to always like have, no, I think this nigga used to always have, I ain't even gonna get into it because like if I talk about all the stories I have with this particular ex lover that's a Scorpio society, we won't be here talking story for story for story, bitch. So I was surprised, but he was so happy to see me. I was surprised his mama was happy to see me, and I'm just like, dang, like, because I was the one that got away. I was the one that got away. But I say out to say, out of all the 2 years, this nigga has never came to his baby mama house to pick them motherfucking kids up, bitch. I was gonna do an errand for my father the other day, so I'm at the car. I'm in the back of the trunk. Mind you, to get to the car, I had to look both sides of the avenue to get to the other side of the avenue. I don't see nobody outside for real. I'm just like, so I go to the back of the car. I'm all the way in the back of the trunk grabbing shit, like groceries and shit like that, right? I heard, hey, just, hey. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I look, it's my ex. Hey, like, I'm so excited in that moment. Like, hey, this, that, there. I said, wait a fucking minute. How the fuck you see me, bitch? That means this nigga was sitting in the car the whole time. Or he was walking up. I don't fucking know. Because the whole half of my body was inside the vehicle doing something. There's no way you should know. Then that means you know, like, this nigga know me long enough. This nigga know me good enough for a long period of time. I've known this nigga since my freshman year of high school. You knew that was my father's vehicle. Like, that was wild. Like, that shit was just wild to me. He was like, hey, what's going on? Like, we was just so excited to see each other. I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about. I have a good rapport with my exes. I just don't want y'all niggas back. But I'm glad I have a good report of my exes, though, to be honest. I don't know, this nigga about to go back, right back and start talking shit. He's still on block, by the way. Anywho, that was a quick story time for y'all. But I was just like, alright. Excuse me. That shit was so cute. In a funny kind of way. Yeah, you could be observing this scenario about somebody else, or you could be observing this scenario about this man. There's some sort of karma playing out right now because someone did something unjust to you. I wrote something about Drake. Drake has nothing to offer a man. So there's a Scorpio that has nothing to offer a man or Drake. I don't know what Drake has to do with anything. We did do a channel message previously, and Drake's name was mentioned. Something about some sex magic, a false projection, Michael Jackson, and Mary Jane. All right. There's a false projection of some sort of sex magic somebody tried to do. Now, the Michael Jackson reference could be in regards to Drake and Chris Brown. I said in the previous channel message, I said that there was somebody, I don't know who this somebody is, I'm just saying there was somebody in the same industry as Chris Brown. Excuse me. Ooh, why Chris Brown name coming up? There was somebody in the same industry as Drake. When Drake was acting, then he transitioned via through Trey Songz to become a rapper. He really wanted to be a singer. That's a Chris Brown reference also because Chris Brown wanted to be a rapper and not a singer. There was somebody in the industry that didn't want Drake to dance, which is so ironic. Like, because they felt that like Drake sings, he raps, he acts. If this nigga would have fucking danced, who knows how much more money he would have been making. So, something about that, even with the Chris Brown scenario situation, like, whatever the case may be. Chris Brown, he wanted to do a reincarnation spell with Michael Jackson to be the best dancer. And to be honest, Chris Brown is one of the best dancers out here. But somebody wanted you to do you like Michael Jackson's demise. Now, one of the people who was a part of Michael Jackson's demise, who's a Aquarius Capricorn cusp, is Oprah Winfrey. I did a channel message about Oprah Winfrey, and every time I would upload that channel message about Oprah Winfrey on my shorts and stuff like that, it's like nobody wanted to. It's not nobody. Somebody didn't want me to get that information out because if you do research on Oprah Winfrey, and you have to look very diligently, Oprah Winfrey, I believe by the age of 30, became a millionaire or a billionaire or something like that because of her TV show that she did. 2 years, and it only took her 2 years through that TV show to make that million or billion dollars. I believe it was $1 million, or a couple $1,000,000, whatever the case would be. She became a millionaire after 2 years of doing her TV show. How many seasons? After those 2 years, soon after Oprah Winfrey became a millionaire, after them 2 years, one of Oprah Winfrey's extended family members was going to out her to the news, the media outlets and stuff like that about her secret child. If you do research, it says Oprah don't have no children. Oprah had allegedly a son, or maybe a daughter, but I think it was a son that passed away, or whatever the case may be, due to unforeseen circumstances that they will not elaborate. And I was like, something about that very suspicious. And then, like, you think about the Michael Jackson scenario, and Oprah Winfrey was one of the people. She even did a documentary against Michael Jackson. And, after all the stuff Michael Jackson went through, whatever message he was trying to correlate to the general public via his skin bleaching to look Caucasian, him being around a lot of the children and stuff like that, and then and then making an amusement park and having a monkey. I don't fucking know. Next month is his birthday. Actually, this month, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is his birthday. Isn't this month the same month he died? Also, I'm not sure. Need to hear that. You see, after Michael Jackson passed away, how they did a whole smear campaign about him, but then they still want to energy harvest off of him with these movies. You cannot lie and tell me that they did not. It was that man had to know something about something, because when they put Flex as Michael Jackson in the previous Michael Jackson movie, you just know somebody hated his ass, like, because it was uncalled for. Somebody trying to project to you the demise smear campaign of Michael Jackson, but that's also very. I'm trying to find a word. It's basically a backhanded compliment, because somebody sees you as like being one of the greats. If you're a guy, now for women, somebody trying to, and something about somebody being a smoker is very significant. Like, I'm talking about cannabis. Um, but anyway, there's something about a woman. They try somebody. It could be your ex lover or a particular man. All these weird kinks and fetishes that are no good. Like, they try to project onto you being Mary Jane, the character played by Gabrielle Union. Now, Gabrielle Union is also a butt licker. She eats the booty, and it's for LGBT rights for children. Keep that in mind. Somebody is trying to that could be significant for somebody out here, not be, but like somebody was trying to project to you like the lifestyle of Mary Jane. That's something my Scorpio ex lover would try to project onto me, like, oh, if you don't stay with me, you broke up with me, so you're not gonna find nothing better than me, without saying basically. Somebody feel like was trying to persuade you to stay with them in a scenario situation previously that you know no longer serves you, but like they also want to project on you. They want to make you feel bad for not staying in that bad scenario situation that wasn't going to be beneficial to your life's calling and destiny. So they try to make you perceive as a woman that like you're gonna be like that character, being Mary Jane, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not going to elaborate. Either you saw the show or you didn't. And if you haven't seen the show, go watch it. They really shouldn't have canceled it. It was a really well written. All right. So let's get to the good part of the message, because we now have made it to the hour portion of the message. You see how like you always notice the negative messages, stuff like that. They be taking like a whole hour and stuff like that. They're like a good 5 minutes. We be talking about the romantic relationship, good vibe shit. It's like that all that shit. Oh, it be so simple, so straightforward. So let's talk about it. If you are dating, about to get in a relationship, or leading towards marriage, this is what you need to know. Something about your eighth house placement is very significant. Your man wants to be up under you. All right, is giving cuddle session. Um, he also wants a family with you on the low. So like you could have a man that wants to keep you to himself. Like how people be saying, don't tell people your plans and goals before it's already found. Like this, like a man that will literally, I don't want to say date you in secret, but like he literally, until like the foundation of the relationship has been built and is solid. He does not want anybody else to interfere in this scenario situation. He's thinking long term. He's thinking family. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. Amen. I receive it. Um, I don't know. It's something about like there's a particular family dynamic, whether it's his family or somebody else's family or something he envisions that he's seen before. He wants to recreate that in some sort of way. Um, he feels as though your kisses feel like home. I love my man, but like yeah, it's giving some really good energy. Eighth house placement has to do with your reputation. Has to do with inheritance. Also, this could be physical inheritance, like materialistic, tangible shit, or spiritual inheritance, like gifts and stuff like that. If you're thinking about spiritual inheritance, that can also be talking about children, because when you and if you are dating somebody in a relationship with somebody gearing towards marriage, when you then conceive a child with one another, that's a combination of your gifts, your spiritual gifts coming into one being. Your ex or ex is really gonna they you could have ex or exes that was in the background of your love life, whether you was around them or not, talked to them or wasn't. They was in the background like, please God, please, like, don't let them move on with their life and find something better to be, because like they just can't fathom you uh, moving forward, having the good man that's in their mind and most likely better than them, having the family dynamic. They know, like they like you somebody. The reason, like, you know, them scenarios and situations where I'm just not even about to play with you. You keep talking about you. We tried to call you. We tried to call you. I don't even know you, bitch. I don't even know who Kendra is, bitch. This not the I'm not a Playhouse Bunny, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Then you got two names in a motherfucking location, bitch. In your fucking name, like, and then like the first name. I should have kept you on here because that's the same name as the nigga that was beating on my motherfucking previous friend. You're op enemy if they're a female. They're in an abusive relationship. Don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. I don't care. Get help, just not for me, bitch. I don't tell you. But yeah. Like, when I keep thinking of this Whitney Houston song, I have nothing, nothing, nothing. That I keep hearing, so I'm hearing, boy, if you ever left my side, it feel like taking the sun from the sky. I'm not saying that part. Your love, my life. I need your love to shine, shine. Your light, you're everything to me. The heck that I breathe. You say you got a voice on you for real, for real. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I can't remember where that song. Bryce in the comments said, first of all, that name is wow. I'm noticed that do not. I mean, I've been known to don't name no my kid no fucking Bryce. Bryce Jones 2285 in the comment section says they got to turn themselves in at tomorrow at 8 a.m. Any advice to give you? I'm using my good card for that shit. Ron, Ron the money about something. Did I answer your question? Anywho's, I don't know where that song came from. This is basically the end of the channel message. You can come back and watch if you like. I'll be on tomorrow or the next day, and 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 the next day. All right. God, what to me and my supporters need to know about our really good love life and the cuddling, the canoodling, and the new family dynamic and the kisses feeling like home and the eighth house placement. What we need to know? That's what I need to know about. God is my manager. God helps me to gain resources from others, people, places, and things. God answers my prayers to achieve all of my goals and better. That eighth house placement, that's very significant. All that support me in a positive manner shall receive instant blessings. Significant change and protection. Luck is arriving. Love comes from within me, therefore I attract this same energy. Amen. I receive it. Second house placement. Balance, harmony, relationship, life path. Very significant. It's trying to hide something. Oh, you're not going to see this. Whatever it is, you're not going to see it coming. Because there's an encounter from God coming. God, thank you for the right people you send to encounter me and are generous givers. Yum, yum, yum. God is balanced. Woo! God is so much in this scenario and situation. God is like, yeah, this is fine. God is about to show his behind on your behalf. I'm loving this. This is 5 cards here. God is balanced. Libra, you're getting justice in a situation. God is going to be so straightforward in this scenario situation, but you're not going to see it. Like, I'm hearing like, oh, it's like, you got to see it to believe it type of scenarios. It's like, you don't even know what God has planned for you coming up right now. Amen. I receive it from me and my supporters. I'm nourished in riches. My harmonious dreams to always be accomplished. So whoever that negative Nancy was that was trying to do you something, like, don't worry about it because it's got. He said, "Can't wait, no cap." God allows me to have peace in my life. Throne angels assist with my divine life path and purpose. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. I have to put this here. Ooh, teamwork make the dream work. God, thank you. I am supported in success always. I inherited both physical and spiritual gifts as my birthright. Money locates me. Money always locates me. Your second house placement very significant. God, do something good for me because I want to come in here and do a testimony, you know? All right, y'all. That's the message. See ya. That's me.